They spoke to lots of people, well, a few people, and they got a resounding "don't close the library." So it wouldn't have made probably that much difference if they'd spoken to more people. They weren't obviously going to take any notice of it. There's a chance of some sort of legal redress because of the shoddiness of the consultation, and the fact they didn't actually take any notice of it. So that is one route that's being considered. Also, of course, we occupied the library for one night as well. So there's pressure being put on from all angles. But my fear is that that they've made their mind up to close it and to transfer it to something they call a community alternative. And they've actually decided who that is, and they've been doing secret negotiations sort of to set it up, and it's almost a done deal now. If it is an existing organisation doing a takeover, that is not on. But the chances are that with this arrangement that they are coming up with, it will be a sort of a new organisation just to run the New Cross Library, open to all local people, owned and run entirely by local people. Probably, possibly. I mean, the thing is that there's going to be some negotiations that are going to have to take place. And I mean, basically, we've set up an event on the 11th of April at All Saints, which is called, rather grandly, the future of New Cross. And basically, we've got an option on the library. We've got 3 options basically: whether to get involved in this potential thing and try and get the negotiations going the way that we want. There's a few major things that we need, including the council giving money, which they're not even offering. Whether we ignore it and let it go ahead anyway, or whether we try and stop it, actively try and stop it. So they're the 3 options that we've got. So we're going to hopefully thrash them out. What the big society is about. It's basically about 2 things, as far as I can see. It's about old-fashioned, sort of almost Victorian philanthropy and old women who've got some time on their hands helping unfortunate people and stuff like that, which I'm not a big fan of. And on the other end, it's about these large companies that provide lots of public services these days, like Capita and Serco, and some of the other people that actually bid for the library, them taking over things, whether straight away or eventually. So I think that's what the big society is in reality. What he says it is exactly what we are thinking about doing. It's the community taking over, but I'm not quite sure that's what it is. I think I think the problem is the big society is that a load of people support the principle, but the very fact that it's been used as a political, basically the language has been hijacked by politicians, and not only by any politicians, but by politicians that are not well liked, especially in areas like this, that it completely undermines it. And actually, there's one thing that's guaranteed to stop people wanting to be involved in what is a really positive project to do something for themselves, is the fact that Cameron and his mates have been banging on about it for some long time. The person that's offering to take over the libraries, who is the Eco Computers, who are running the Peach Resource Centre, they have basically jumped in and said, well, we'll do it all and we'll pay. Yeah. And of course the council are saying, well, yeah, brilliant, fine, we don't have to pay any money, but my angle is, that's what money has been paid for in taxes, and we can't let them get away with it. We need to make sure they stump up the cash that it costs. Maybe not as much as they have been doing, because they're never going to do that, but as much as we can get out of it, because they owe us, and if we run their library, then we want to make sure we get the money for it. To give the council credit, they've never said it's underused or it's expensive or anything like that. They just said they haven't got the money. Yeah. So, which is probably not true, but they haven't tried to paint it as not well used. And so, yeah, people use the library. That's great. I think that's fantastic, and hopefully more people will use it more in the future. Because one of the things is that if we get a good deal with this alternative, we can have it open for perhaps more than twice as much as it is now, 6 days a week, and the thing is, the council haven't run the library that well. It's been closed a lot of the time. It's closed for lunch. It's had roof leaks because they haven't bothered fixing it. Actually, it may be an opportunity if we get the things we need to get out of the council, and we stay strong and sort that out. It could be a real opportunity, because not only that, we're also going to get the basement as well. There's a big basement room which has been used as storage up to now. We're going to get that cleared, and we can do things in that as well. So it could be a real opportunity to do something really great, and hopefully even more people will use the library then. So I think you've got to try and be positive. Yeah. The council have made their mind up. We've got to make the best of it in some way.